What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, guys, and welcome back to Omar BYT. And welcome, guys, to my first ever call in show, guys. Listen, do like the video, subscribe, guys, and listen, guys. I'm gonna put the link out there right now so that I can get a lot of people coming in because I do want to interact with some of you. This is the first call in show I'm doing, so yeah, guys. Big up to everybody, guys. Listen. So this is the calling show that I might do every single week. I haven't basically decided yet, but basically this is a calling show for basically everyone, no matter what league you like to watch, no matter what teams that you like to watch, guys. So give me a second. Let me actually put this on social media right now so that I can get some people here. But yeah, guys, it's been this is the first week for a lot of the leagues this season started. Barcelona, La Liga started this week. Premier League started this week. No, last week. I'm sorry. Last week we had the Premier League starting, La Liga starting, Serie A started, and so far so good, man. There's been a lot of results, a lot of surprise games, and that's why I feel like there's a lot like we could talk about this season. As a Barca fan, we did win our opening game against Valencia, which was a very, very good win. I was very, very happy about it. It was, it was, it was a, how do I put it? It was basically a routine win. There's nothing to really fuss about. Very, very happy that we got the victory. Hopefully, we can continue to with the form that we're in right now. Um, but speaking of forms, we had big up, Faldi. Listen, if you there's the link to the stream, guys. This is my first calling show. I would really like to start talking to many of you guys. But yeah, basically, Real Madrid drew against Mallorca, which was actually a very very surprising draw. But Real Madrid, are not really known for starting well this season, so I expect them to kick on after this, and I think they're gonna definitely win their next game. But as far as we're concerned, we're playing Athletic Bilbao on Saturday. So yeah, I'll definitely be going live for that. Make sure you guys are locked in here. Make sure you guys watch the video, watch the live, and also I'll be live tomorrow for the Sevilla Villarreal game, which is going to be another very 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 good game. Because speaking of Villarreal, they did actually win. Hey, I actually watched their game against Juventus. I would say this. Obviously, this is their first time in the league. So, there's a lot of hype. They brought in Varane, who's injured right now. They've got a few good players. And listen, I love Fabregas. I hope that he does well there. And, he's another one of the La Masia graduates who's become a manager now. We'll see what happens this season. We'll see what happens. I hope that they stay up this season. I really hope that they stay up because I don't know. I feel like it's an exciting time for Como. It's a project. We'll see what happens with that. We'll see what happens with that. But yeah, Nick. If you do wanna, the link is on the description. So if you actually wanna get into the show, just let me know. Okay, let me know. But yeah, speak. So but yeah, basically this week we are playing Athletic Bilbao, and Athletic Bilbao actually opened the La Liga season against Getafe. I'm gonna be very honest; they were not very, very good. They were very lucky. They were lucky not to lose the game. To be very honest with you, they were very, very lucky to not lose the game because the way that these guys were performing in that game, Getafe, they had a lot of good chances. Yeah, no, yeah. They were very, very unlucky with their chances. They really were. They were very unlucky. They had a one-on-one. They had a Giltech chance, but hey, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? But we also played against Valencia. It wasn't convincing. We really messed up a lot of times defensively, but we got the win, and that is what matters in the end for me. But a lot of stuff to definitely take a look at this season. Um, and as far as like other leagues is concerned, I did watch, like I said, I watched the Juventus Como game. It ended 3-0. A lot of games in Serie A this week actually ended in draws, which is very similar to La Liga this season. Real Madrid drew. What's in Atletico Madrid drew. Athletic Bilbao drew. Like a lot of the big boys drew this week. So yeah, it's definitely one to definitely look at this week. And in the Premier League, obviously the big boys all started this week. United were the ones who started the season with their first win against Fulham. Was not convincing. Like it's actually like I can see why a lot of like United fans are very worried about the season because yeah, man, attacking wise, it's really peak for them. It really is. It really is. Honestly, at this point, I think Madrid actually like have a better chance for me, to be honest with you. Honestly, Arsenal big up Davs, big up. When it comes to Arsenal have too many things that they have to fix. For me, for them to have a chance this season, they need to really, 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 really like build up. Uh, they need to get a striker, bro. That's really the thing. I know Kai Havertz, people are hyping up Kai Havertz, but bro, it's Kai Havertz. Like, with all due respect, it's Kai Havertz. Come on, we have to be real here. He's not consistent enough for them to go ahead and win the league. They need a consistent goal scorer, which they don't have. And without that, really, I just don't see it. And we saw City win against fucking Chelsea, but hey, and Haaland looks like he's on form. They've got players like Savio coming in. Yeah, it's really peak for them. It really is. It really is. Mhm. Hold on, don't check in. Let me check some. Mm, person. There's a lot of good games this week, though. I would say that for sure. There's a lot of good games. The one I'm actually looking forward to outside of like Barcelona this week is Brighton against United, because Brighton were very, very good in their game against Everton. They were very, 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 very good. Big up, big up, big up, my guys here. Big up, my guy. Well, listen, guys. Listen, guys. Remember, this is a calling show, guys. So if you guys want to get in, let me know, man, because I do want to have a lot of. I want to talk to a lot of fans from outside of the Premier League, inside the Premier League, in La Liga, Bundesliga, basically every league in the world. And speaking of Bundesliga, I think you guys are starting this week, Zia. So yeah, I would definitely like to talk if you're available. Definitely. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. We'll see, bro. We'll definitely see. We'll definitely see. We'll definitely see. Honestly, Liverpool started well. Salah has looks like he looks like he's in a very good form. But speaking of Daps, you did say you wanted to get in on the show. If you get a chance, just get in. I would like to see your opinion of like what you're expecting this season, because it seems like the transfer window is not really going well for you guys so far. Are you guys gonna sign anybody by the end of the transfer window? Psh, God knows. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see what happens there. We'll definitely see. but hopefully, we'll definitely see some signings for you guys, because I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest with you. It's peak for you guys. It really is. It really is. Yeah, 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 yeah. Take your time. Take your time, my guy. But yeah, speaking of Bayern, who are Bayern playing this week? Let me take a look at the Bundesliga. Let's take a look at the Bundesliga this week. So who are you guys opening the Bundesliga season this week against? Who's your opening? Who's your opening? Here we are. Give me a second. I'm gonna share this link to um man, Dortmund have let me down way too many times. I'm very honest with you. I'm not putting any hope on Dortmund doing anything this season, to be honest. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing Stuttgart in the Champions League. I think the last time they were in the Champions League, I think their last game in the Champions League was against us when we beat them in the when we beat them in the knocked them out in the round of 16. But yeah, last time I remember that because what's his name? Kaká was in the team. Remember, you guys remember Kaká? Yeah, the Brazilian who used to play for the German national team. Yo, he was actually a very, very good striker back in the day for them. I remember. Yeah, hold on, give me a second, Hannah. I'm gonna send you the link right now. Yeah, I'm gonna send the YouTube link right now. Give me a second. Because to everybody that's here right now, guys, really appreciate, really love interacting with some of you. Stuttgart in the Champions League will choke because they saw majority of their good players. I know they get Goasi is gone. Who else is who's no longer in the team? Who else is in? Like honestly, I haven't actually checked like their transfer window. Who else did they? Who else did they get rid of? Big up, Hano. Big up, my guy. Yeah, I was actually I was watching your calling show the last time, and the problem was I was actually at work that day, so I could not talk or else I would have actually gotten into the show. I would have definitely been there. But yeah, that's why unfortunately I wasn't in the thing. Sorry about that. But yeah, I was definitely there. I was actually watching the calling show. I like the fact that you were talking to like different fans from different leagues. I saw a Brentford fan. I saw a lot of these fans. That's actually pretty cool. It was actually very cool. Hey, take your time, my guy. No, I'll be honest with you. This season's Champions League is very interesting because you got Girona in there. We have Aston Villa in there. We have flipping Stuttgart in there. We could be seeing clubs like Bodo Glimt. I know they won. I think they won their last game against what's the name? Um, who did they play? They did play someone on Tuesday. I remember Steve was actually live for that and during the Lille game, and they actually won. So I'll be honest, Bodo Glimt is actually one of those clubs I want to see in the Champions League because I've seen them in the Conference League. I've seen them in the Europa League. Let's see what they do when they get in the Champions League. Really, really, really. I'm looking forward to seeing how they do in the Champions League this season. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They do have a lot. Like they are very very good in their league. I think they've won. Did they win? They've won the league a few times the last few years. They've been walking the Norwegian league the last few years. So yeah, we'll see how they do. We'll see how they do. So they saw Goasi and Anton. So they saw Goasi and Anton to Dortmund. I can see why. I remember when they got sold Fulkrug to West Ham, and I guess maybe that's why they sold Fulkrug because in the end, what's his name got in the team. Um, Goasi. But listen, the Goasi deal is actually a very very good deal for them because bro, he was on fire. He was on fire. Like Harry Kane was on smoke last season, and unfortunately, you know that's. But to be honest with you, Goasi, very very good striker, very very good striker. I was actually looking forward to seeing him in the Africa Coronations. He actually didn't play against us when we played Guinea in the tournament. He actually was. I don't know if he was injured. I don't know what the deal was, but yeah, 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 yeah. I mean, Harry Kane is one of those. Harry Kane now is like just a finisher. He thinks that he is more than he is. He thinks that he should be going around doing all these other positioning, defending, and all this. I guess the Spurs way of playing football, but it's not. It's not cool, man. Mm, I mean, listen, I've been let down by Dortmund way too many times. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens this season. We'll definitely see. Now this is now. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. See, yeah. But yeah, this is the Bundesliga start this week. Now this is a good game. This is a good game, guys. Oh wow! I didn't even check the I haven't even checked the squad. Like I haven't even checked the flipping. Bro, look at this. We got by Leverkusen against Borussia Mönchengladbach away. This is actually a very very good start. Wow, what a way to start the Bundesliga. I'm definitely looking forward to this. I'm definitely looking forward to this. Yeah, 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 this is what I predicted too. I know. This is what I predicted too. I'm being real. But yeah, Augsburg starting the season against Werder Bremen. We have Freiburg against Stuttgart. Wow, that's a very very good game. That's a tough start for Stuttgart this season. Because Freiburg are a very very good team. They're a very good team. They're a very good team. Hoffenheim starts against Holstein. Sorry if I butchered. Is it Holstein Kale? Is that how you pronounce it? But yeah, newly promoted team, man. Looking forward to seeing what they do this season. We got Mainz against Union Berlin, and we have RB Leipzig against VfL Bochum, and we have Dortmund against Frankfurt, which is going to be another one. Well, I don't think it's a joke. I'm gonna be very honest with you, Hano. Like I think that Atletico have a better team than us right now. I think Madrid have a better team than us right now. I know, we both started well this season, but no, no, we still need more. We still need more. Like every game this season is gonna be worrying me. I'm gonna be very honest with you. Every single game is gonna be worrying me this season. But this is Sunday. You guys are starting the season on Zaya. You guys are starting the season against Wolfsburg. Man, Wolfsburg are not the same team that they used to be in the past. Like this should be a good game, but mm, highly doubt it to be honest with you, because Wolfsburg have not been good for a long time. I'm gonna be very honest with you guys. They have not. But St. Pauli. This is I actually like St. Pauli. St. Pauli is one of those clubs that I actually do like. Like I like to see I would like to see what they do this season. But yeah, it's them against Heffenheim. Is this a new promoted team or were they here last season? I don't know. I don't know if they were they here last season. I don't think so. I might need to take a look. But yeah, there's a lot of good games coming this week. There's definitely some good games coming this week. Um, and speaking of games, let's take a look at some of the other leagues. So this week, before I get to this week's games, I want to go back to last week's games because there were a lot of good games last week. Definitely. All right, let me put this let me put this somewhere out there. There we go. But yeah, yeah, I'm gonna see if I can. I'm gonna try and put this on X and all the other social media sites. Big up to everybody that's watching, guys. Big up to everybody that watches these videos. Definitely looking forward to. Nah. But yeah, Hannah, if you're still here, there's a lot of stuff that's been going on at your club recently with what's his name? Maresca. He looks like he's on his pep vibes right now. Like telling Sterling that he's doesn't have a future at the club. You got what's his name? Chilwell is he's telling Chilwell to leave the club as well. I mean, I know the Chilwell one is kind of interesting because a lot of Chelsea fans don't really rate Chilwell. So yeah, we'll see what happens with that. We'll definitely see what happens with that. But yeah, this week, this was I actually watched. I'll be honest, I actually watched most of these games this week in La Liga. I actually was live for this one, and like I said, it ended 1-1, but they were very very unlucky. Getafe, they actually played very well. This game was actually very good. This was a very good game. Real Betis is another team I'm looking forward to seeing what they do this season. I'm very very excited to see what they do this season because bro, they have a lot of good players in their team. Bro, they have a lot of good players. It's actually like crazy the players that they have in their team right now. Like you got Isco. I know Isco is injured right now, but if he comes back, you got like Nabil Fekir in the team. Like look at the squad that they have right now. And Girona, they've lost a lot of players, but we'll see what happens with them. I don't think they're going to have the season that they had last season. But hey, who knows? Who knows? Who knows, guys? So look at this. Look at the squad. They got is it Diego Llorente? Yeah, that is Diego Llorente. That's actually surprising. They got Llorente in the team. Fekir, like I said, William Carvalho, Mark Roca, Pablo Fornals. Bro, Isco is not even in the squad yet. Imagine like if they get all these other players coming back this season, like how good the team is gonna be. It's gonna be peak, bro. It really is. I'm looking forward to seeing what they do this season, definitely. But yeah, I did watch. I actually didn't. I wasn't live for this, but I actually watched it, and it was a good comeback for Celta de Vigo because they were 1-0 down. They came back from behind and they actually won. And this game I was actually live for Las Palmas against Sevilla. Very, 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 very good game, guys. This was a very good game. I actually love. Like this is what I was saying yesterday when I was on Northside channel. And listen, shout out to Northside on getting 12K subscribers, guys. Congratulations to him. Congratulations to him, guys. But yeah, he definitely did well. Um, yeah. You know what it is with Mark Roca? Mark Roca was one of those players who had a lot of hype when he was coming up. When he was at Espanyol, like I remember people saying that he was the next big thing. He just went to Bayern and just fell off. Like, dude, that move to Bayern did not help him at all. But yeah, yes, but yeah, speaking of the Las Palmas game, I was actually saying it on Northside's channel. I said, listen, when it comes to Las Palmas in La Liga, bro, every team comes in to play football. Like Las Palmas against Sevilla was one of the most entertaining games of the season. Like so far, out of this week, all the games this week, it was probably one of the most entertaining, bro. Back and forth. Like both teams came to play football. That's what I'm talking about, bro. That's what I love. That's why I love this league. That's why I love this league, bro. That's why I love this league. There's none of this pack the bus, show pressure, and all of these nonsense. Nah, nah, nah. Screw all of that. Eh, Pack the fucking bus. I love it. Yeah, of course. Yeah, we were both there. We were both there. We were both there. Yeah, big up to Northside for having us on, man. Definitely my guy. Huge love to him. And I got to meet a lot of like some of the YouTubers that I've always been fans of. Guys like the Lee Gunners. I actually got to meet Lee Gunner live. That was actually very, very dope. I'm very honest. But yeah, like I said, there we did have a lot of. I mean, this week, it's very interesting how basically the league looks how they started the league, because usually you have like 4 games in a day, but this week the La Liga has all like 2 games in like a day. Like you got like 2 games on Thursday, 2 games on Friday, 2 games on Saturday, and 2 games on Sunday, and then 2 games on Monday. Very, very surprising with that. But yeah, speaking of, I actually definitely was live for this one. We won. Wasn't convincing. Thought that we could have done better, but what are you gonna do? We got to win, which is what matters. And speaking, and honestly, even after all of that, like I still, my week still sucked. It ended up still sucking because at the end of the day, Ilkay, Ilkay Gundogan is gone. He's left the club. He's officially announced that he's leaving. He's been let go by the club. I still don't get it. I don't think I will ever get it. But hey, Barcelona for you, ladies and gentlemen. Say hello to Barcelona. Fucking ridiculous. And yesterday, bro, it's funny because yesterday when Norsa was basically calling out the wages, it genuinely, because I knew that we are this one on crazy wages. I never realized how much on crazy wages they were in. Yeah, listen, guys. Big up to my guy Hano in the building.
Yeah,
What's up, Hano?
yeah, man. Thanks for having me on. Omar, be up yourself. I'm decent. You?
Hey man, listen man. Welcome to Omar BYT. Welcome to my channel. First time making a debut here. I'll definitely be on your channel one of these days, man. Because every time
Yeah,
it's funny
man.
because every time you're on, I'm usually not in my house or I'm at work usually. So that's why I can't hop in. But I'll
Um,
definitely be on your
we,
channel
we
soon.
all sort something, especially with the Champions League.
Oh yeah, yeah,
We
yeah,
can.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. But
Yeah.
Hano, this week, you guys, last week, you guys opened the season against Manchester City. I was actually talking to some Chelsea fans, and some of them were confident, but a lot of them weren't. And a lot of the reasons the confidence was not good for the team was because of your defense. And I'll be honest, your defense was not good against City. What did you think of the game?
I think. Look, we came up against the best team in the Premier League. I just think we went for it a bit. We just couldn't finish our chances. Our defense was poor. So yeah, but I'm not too upset with the result. Look, if we lose against Wolves, then it's another story. But I saw some positives with the way we brought up the play. It's just now we have to um, get the ball in the back of the net. So yeah, that's what I think about it. Not too upset. And then City didn't really go for it in gear one, but that happened. I think the main takeaway from that game was that our defense is still really poor, but we knew that from pre-season. But the another takeaway was that Enzo Fernandez is useless. Premier League is useless. You should go to Barca. Go turn up La Liga, smoke La Liga. Premier League, he doesn't have the capacity. He doesn't. So he doesn't start for me out of the freak I say to Lavia. And so he nowhere near that starting 11 for me. But we'll see with Maresca now. That's the price tag. Affect him. He's got the number 8. He's got the captain's armband. He added. Would that affect it? I don't know. But he's a scrub. Absolute scrub.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you, because I did watch, and I'll be honest with you. So my honest opinion of the game when I was watching it was that yeah, Enzo was poor, but I'll be honest with you. Like when I look at your squad, your transfer window has really made that hasn't really made any sense, to be honest with you, because I'm looking at your team. I said you guys have spent so much money on goalkeepers this week, on this season on the transfer window, but I feel like your squad, what is really missing your squad is that you don't have any of those killers. You feel me, right? Those killers in
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the defense, like the leaders, like the Thiago Silvas in the team. There's none
No,
of that
no.
in this team right now. Like there's
You
no
don't have
like
to.
leader of men in that back line. And I remember talking to Prime about it. Shout out to Prime. Prime was even telling me, he's like, bro, our center backs is like what, Levi Cowell right now and Wesley Fofana. And you have Desasi and Badia Shield. Bro, like if that is your center back pairing like this season, it's peak for you guys. It really is. And you guys definitely do need a new center back. And that is a lot of like Chelsea fans, what Chelsea fans are saying right now. And I think that you guys definitely need some. And we'll see what happens with that. But speaking of Maresca, you've seen this week, he's basically said, Sterling has no future in the team. He doesn't see Sterling have a future in the team. He's giving Pedro Neto the number 7 that Sterling was going to wear this season. And he also told Chilwell that he also doesn't have a future in the club. What do you think about like those 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 those
Um,
two players?
man, proper manager. That shows to me is a proper manager. He, he knows what he wants, what players he wants. The players he doesn't want, they can go find another club. He doesn't care about their future. Easier to get the best out of the place that works for him. It's easier to get the best results for Chelsea Football Club. While he is here, to make sure he succeeds, and those players aren't in his plan. So fair play, setting like it's worse to do what Eric Ten Hag is doing. Like you say, Sancho, oh, we've made up, yeah, yeah, I'm gonna start him this and that. Then first game of the season, not in the squad. You see, so
No,
You need to
I
trim that spot anyway.
oh yeah. That squad
They
is
definitely
ridiculous.
need to trim it.
But Yazir, you did see Chelsea this week. What did you think of like their performance against City?
Actually, I didn't see them live, but I did see obviously clips. I'm not gonna lie. I thought that midfield got caught out completely against Man City, especially against Kovac, as their former player. That's crazy. That's one thing I noticed. I also noticed Jackson being an utter idiot in front of goal.
yeah,
What else did I notice from? I'm just talking in a Chelsea perspective, by the way, because we're talking about
Yeah,
Chelsea.
go. Yeah,
So,
go ahead. Mhm.
um, I mean, who was their starting defender? Was it Fafana and Colwell? I think. I believe. What was it? The
um,
two center backs that started. I know Kukurea started in left back, but
yeah, Fofana and Cole.
oh yeah, for the goal that Haaland scored, Koa could have done better there. I thought he left his man like easily,
Yeah,
and
Cole was there as well as
and
Cucurella.
and I thought Kukurea can hold that. For all that talking he done after the Euros, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I
Man
Why
do
you
probably
agree.
drinking a
brought
straight
up
after the game, bro.
the
You know what I mean?
No, that is crazy. Like Cucurella, bro. I did not know where that chest came from. I'm like, bro, I know you just won the Euros, but dude, with all due respect, bro, know your lane. You feel me? But
Yeah, no.
I'll say this about Chelsea also, because I know Jackson is another one who's been getting a lot of flag. You know what it is with the Chelsea team, right? And you remember this because you were on Northside's channel, right? When
Yeah.
you look at there was a lot of debate about like the striking options, and obviously the
Osimhen,
talks was
yeah.
Usman. People were talking about Watkins, people were talking about Tony. Now, Hano, which one of these players would you like to see? Would you prefer? Would you prefer an Osimhen in your team? Would you prefer a Tony in your team, like a Watkins? Who would you prefer as a striker? Who would you think would suit this Chelsea team?
For me, it's always been Tony, because for me it can link up the play between our guys. Your Palma, your Nkunku, your Felix now. And the other wingers, link up play well. He can hold up the ball if we need to go long. And he's got good technical ability, and he can score goals, either shooting. I think it's better than Osimhen, but it seems like we are gonna get Osimhen.
Yeah.
With Lukaku going the other way.
Yeah.
So yeah, but he's not. He's definitely not my first choice. But again, he's better than Jackson, so I probably shouldn't be complaining.
Yeah. Thing is, I'll be honest with you, because I said this as well. When it comes to Osimhen, I think that Osimhen for me he's a little bit overrated. Personally, for me, from watching him, right? I'm not saying he's a terrible player. He's completely utter trash. He can't do anything. He can finish, but it's kind of like, you know how Darwin Nunes was at Benfica
Benfica.
and he was finishing over there. When he came to the Premier League, he was a completely different player. For me, I feel like Osimhen gives me those vibes because I did see Osimhen in the AFCON. People are gonna say, "Oh, it's just a few games." No, bro. I was watching. I wasn't just watching his goals. I was watching his movement, his positioning, what he does when he's on the box, all of these stuff. I was like, bro, this guy, right? He's awful with like some of his positioning, the way he plays. Like he's always caught offside. He's never onside, bro. I was looking at this. I was like, bro, it's crazy. This is for me. He's not the finished article, and that's why I'm looking at
No,
another
he
player
isn't.
like, yeah, I'm looking at another player like Ivan Tony, who, bro, he's the finished article. He's a Premier League proven striker. He scores a lot of goals. He's a very good positional player. He's very, very talented. Like, I don't understand why is it that, like, clubs are so afraid to touch him. I know, people are gonna talk about, he did the whole being caught gambling and all that, bro. But are we gonna sit here and pretend like he's the first Premier League player to be caught gambling? Like, come on. Like,
Yeah.
it's crazy how, like, everybody's just washed their hands of him. And I'm not hearing this because a lot of these people are trying to make it seem like, oh, well, this guy, he's the way he treated Brentford and all that. Listen, guys, in football, there are people that have egos. Zlatan Ibrahimovic has an ego. A lot of people don't like his ego. But guess what, bro? If you have Zlatan Ibrahimovic in your team, bro, I don't give a damn if he has the ego the size of a mountain. Okay, bro? When he's
As
on
long
the
as he
pitch,
perform.
exactly, bro. What is important is what do you do for the team? And the fact of the matter is this: if Ivan Toney joins Chelsea or any other club in England right now, any of the top teams right now, he makes them better. And that is why, for me, it doesn't make any sense that these clubs are just using to wash their hands of him, because a lot of these clubs need him. Like, Chelsea need him. United need him. Arsenal need a striker. Like, I don't understand how all these clubs are looking at players like Osimhen and
Technically, Liverpool need a
Gyökeres.
striker.
Yes, but they
More
have to.
teams.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't really. I honestly, with Chelsea, hopefully I do talk to one of the Liverpool fans to see what they think. But I'll say this: when it comes to a lot of these teams, right? I see a lot of people like focusing on like the Gyökereses, the Osimhens. Like, these guys, don't
You
get me
see
wrong,
your
they're
press,
very good.
yeah.
Uh,
He's got almost the same numbers as Nunes in first season. In Portugal. Guess what? Nunes, first season Premier League, 9 goals. This season, how many will he score? So Gyökeres, I hope Arsenal sign Gyökeres. I hope it. I hope actually they sign him because he will be a bomb. Bomb. They will start Kai Havertz again.
bro.
Well, you know what's funny about the Tony thing? The funny about the Tony thing, the guy's probably gonna come to my country, bro. He's gonna come to my country and vibe, man. You know what I'm saying? And Al Ahli.
Who? Ivan Tony?
Yeah, yeah, bro. He's linked to Al Ahli.
Oh yes, I saw that. I actually saw that.
He's
You know,
linked to
that's
Al
actually
Ahli.
that would be a very shock. I'll be honest. I'll be shocked
Bro,
if that deal
I
happens,
mean, to be
because
honest, he fits right in because Firmino stinks. I've been following up the Saudi because I'm from Saudi, by the way. And I'm
oh
telling
yeah, I
you,
know, I
bro,
know. Mm.
Firmino stinks, bro. So this guy's gonna fit into that team easily under Yesley, bro. Easy. Bahra's gonna feed him very well. You know what
Oh
I mean?
yeah, you're saucing over there because I know Mahrez was there. Firmino, when he came there, I was actually very, very excited because like these guys are very, very
Yeah,
like
but he's
they're
awful. He's
ballers.
been awful. The thing is,
Yeah.
that team, they have Gabri Vega as well. They got Kessie, who you
That
guys
guy.
sold him. You guys
Yeah.
sold him to that team.
Yes,
Um,
I remember.
they had Saint Maximan, but Saint Maximan just moved to Fenerbahce under Jose
Oh yeah, yeah,
Mourinho.
yeah, 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 bro. That's what I was saying. There was a like I remember was it last season or the season before when you guys got this place? I was like, bro, Al Ali is one of those teams I'll probably be watching this season because dude, they have so many like ballers in like that attack. Like they
Yeah, but
had
the problem is the defense.
Maximin, Mahrez, and Firmino, bro. Oh man, that was a
Yeah, and
very
they're
good front
under
line.
this manager yesterday who used to be at Salzburg as well. But the problem with like they're a pressing team. But the problem with them is their defense. Even though they got Demiral and Ibanez, this just hasn't worked, bro. That back line reeks. And then they have Mendy in goal as well. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah, yeah, Edouard
But
Mendy.
Mendy is a hit and hey, I don't know. I have a question about you, but for you about Mendy. What's going on with this guy, man? He's such a hit and miss with in goal.
The thing is with Mendy, he's good at shot stopping, yeah.
On the
But on the ball,
it's pathetic,
yeah,
bro.
he's not the best.
He's pathetic, bro. On the ball, that's where he's the worst, bro. He's so bad, bro. He's
Bro,
actually
that's
so bad.
you know
I,
what
I
I
remember
okay, go ahead.
when
Go ahead.
Potter came in, Kepa immediately came in ahead of Edward Mendy because Kepa was better with his feet.
Yeah. You know what's the best balance though? My team, man. My team got the best balance. You know what I'm saying?
Al Hilal.
Yeah, man. And Hilal, bro.
Hey,
They
listen,
got the best
I have
balance.
to say this, bro. Al Hilal is like, you know what's crazy, right? You look at all like the teams in the Saudi Arabian league, right? All of them like just went crazy, like buying all these superstars. You had Al Ittihad, Al Hilal, Al Ahli, and what's the name of the club that was Cristiano plays for?
And Nasser. And Nasser.
Al Nasser. You had Al Tawood. That's where Musabaro plays, right? So there's a lot of
Oh,
like the
yeah.
yeah, but out of all the teams, I feel like Al Hilal is like one of those clubs that actually like really built their team very well this season. Like the way like they like the balance of that team is so scary. And they've been scary since every time I've watched them. Like you look at what Al Nasser have been doing, like buying all these superstars like Laporte, Mane, Cristiano, all of these guys, they don't have a lot of balance in their team. What Al Hilal has over them is that balance, and that's why they can't beat them. Every single time they play each other,
Yeah,
Al
yeah, yeah.
Hilal
Yeah.
is always getting the better of them.
But
Like,
but
bro,
but
don't.
I'll tell you something though. Can I tell you something though? The last game we actually half of the time we played them, our defense literally reeks. But the difference is we just we're like Real Madrid when it comes to Saudi and Asia, bro. It's like we just find a way to just get one. It's like the moment we score, the floodgates open, and then when the floodgates open, we get more and more and more and more. That's what happens, bro. Like
Wow.
the thing is with us, we have Salim Dosri. He's like our Saudi winger, right? You have Neymar who's injured. That guy barely plays, but he's just there grabbing bags. You know what I mean? You got
Getting
literally,
back and winning trophies, bro. He's winning trophies without
yeah,
even playing.
he's winning more trophies and winning more medals than Ronaldo without
Yo, that's
playing.
crazy.
Bro, I literally went to his opening game. He got like an assist. Salim Dosri got booed because literally Neymar didn't take the penalty. I'm not kidding. And then Salim scores again. He gets booed because Neymar didn't take the penalty earlier. Then the game after, he starts throwing a hissy fit,
Who,
and
the
obviously
winger?
got
The Saudi
Neymar,
winger?
Neymar,
Oh,
Neymar,
Neymar.
Neymar. He
Neymar.
starts throwing a hissy fit. Then the game after, he gets an assist. Could have got two assists, but then obviously the first shot that Mitrovic took was saved and it got rebounded. And then he just gets injured. He scores in the one more game, and then he gets injured. And then from there,
Was that the
like,
the, 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 the the injury that took him out for like a year? Is that
yeah,
one?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
He's
No, he
still
got
not back from
injured.
that, is he?
Like he got injured in the national team with Brazil,
Yes,
and he hasn't
yes.
come back since. Yeah, and he hasn't come back since. No.
Have you heard like from like in Saudi, right? What are they saying? Like, have they like basically said how long he could be out, when he could be back?
Uh, he's supposed to be back in around, I would say, 2 months.
I'll be honest with you. I'm looking forward, like, cause Al Hilal is actually the team I'm rooting for in your league because of Neymar.
Respect. You're a man of culture.
No,
Respect.
no. I mean that, and also, I like the way the fans, the fans over there, they throw Ronaldo every time, bro.
Oh yeah, by the
when we
way,
see,
you know what we did once? We chanted Messi just to rattle Ronaldo. Like,
did you even see the celebration, bro? They did the captain when he was holding the cup. He did the Messi celebration whenever like he holds the
yeah,
cup
yeah,
and it's
yeah,
about
yeah,
to.
bro. I've seen
I was
all of
like,
it,
bro,
bro. Bro,
I'm like,
I've seen Ronaldo be like fucking rattled, bro. I've seen Ronaldo. We had a fan once, okay, after the Real season game, the one where Inter Miami competed in, right? A Nasser fan literally rattled Ronaldo so much, man dumped the Hilal scarf at him, and he just shoves it down there, which you don't want to know where he shoved it down. Like it was so
damn,
bad.
nah, bro.
Like
I'm
he
not
did
gonna
the
lie, bro.
AO. He did the AO with that scarf. Let's
Bro,
put it that way.
why? I think did I see? Was that live? I think I might have
Bro,
seen that.
that was clipped by a fan. That was clipped by a fan. You can go find it on Twitter.
I'll
It's
probably,
crazy.
I'll probably take a look. But yeah, bro, El Hilal fans are so entertaining. And I'm gonna be honest, like in the league, they're probably the one team that I like to watch. That's why, like, I'm looking forward to seeing Neymar because I want to see how like the team looks with like Milinkovic, Savic. You have Mitrovic, bro. Mitrovic, bro, has been a
The
good
disrespect, the
signing.
disrespect on his name.
Bro, this guy since he's gone to that league, bro, has just because Mitrovic was already a gunman in the Premier League. But for me,
Mhm.
when you guys signed him, I was thinking, yeah, he could be a good signing, but there's a lot of better strikers in your league. But dude, this guy has just
No,
gone
no,
there
no,
and
no.
just
I knew he was
wiped
gonna
the.
do well. I knew he was gonna do well. You know, I knew he was gonna do well because the thing is with our team, we have players to play around him, bro. You know what I mean? We have players that can actually like you know what it is. You know those players that you guys are looking for at Barca and the players that you're looking for, like Northside's looking for at Arsenal, League Gunners looking at all these guys. We
Yeah,
technically have that more than these clubs, bro.
that's what I'm saying. Your balance is very, very good.
Like
Like
we actually have
that's why it makes Al Hilal so scary. I feel like out of all the teams in the Saudi league, like all the Saudi teams, I feel like they've been doing this too many buying these superstars for the sake of buying them. Whereas I feel like Al Hilal, they buy superstars,
balance.
but they buy these superstars in the place that they need. So you see how they went out and they said, okay, we need a striker, go get a midfielder. Like you saw Al Nasser go and sign Ronaldo, you see Al Ittihad go sign Benzema. You guys just say, listen, let's go get Mitrovic. He's gonna work in the team, right? You go and get Sergej Milinkovic Savic. You then get in Neymar, and Neymar was the big name. You feel me, right? And Neymar is gonna be
Yeah.
like that. He was supposed to be that star, but the way you guys build the team, it was like, okay, well, you can bring Neymar and everyone can look at Neymar and say, okay, this guy is the superstar. You feel me, right? He's gonna be the star of this team. Although we have a
Mhm.
lot of good stars, there's not a lot of egos. You understand what I'm saying? You're not just buying superstars with egos everywhere and then they all start clashing amongst each other.
Yeah,
You
they're
know
all
what I
acting
mean?
friendly. To be fair, yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
I
Like
feel and I feel like
Neymar's
yeah,
calm with them.
but
Neymar's
that's my
actually calm
point.
with them. Yeah.
And
The
you
thing
know,
is, though.
and the fact that you guys are winning, I feel like Neymar is more excited now to come in, to come
Mm,
back to the team, because now he can look
mm,
at his team and say, "Bro, we're already good. If I come in, we're just gonna
mm.
continue, doing well. We'll go win the Asian Champions League. You know, understand what I'm saying? Go dominate the league and dominate the entirety of Asia." But yeah, I'm
Yep.
definitely gonna be watching you guys this season. I'll
Mm,
definitely see what you guys are doing this season. But
yeah.
speaking of teams, obviously you're a Bayern fan. This week you guys start your season against Wolfsburg. Now I know you.
Wolfsburg, 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 Wolfsburg.
Bro, do you even know a single player in their team?
Yeah, yeah. Tell us, Hannah. Do you know one?
Yeah, yeah.
Hold
Do you
on,
know a player in their
hold
team
on.
right now? Tell me one
I
player right now.
I know one.
Yeah, okay, maybe. Okay, you didn't say anything.
No, no,
Hano,
no.
yeah, yeah. Hano, who's their player? Come on.
Yeah, don't search it though. Hey, yo, his camera is off, bro. He
He's
could be checking his phone right now.
shameless.
Wait.
I already can tell you like 2 or 3, bro. Come on.
Of course you can, bro. You're from the Bundesliga.
Maximilian Arnold.
There you go. We got Maximilian
There you
Arnold. We
are.
have the
There
goalkeeper,
you
the
are. He
Belgian, the
searched it.
Belgian.
He searched it. This shameless kid. He searched it.
Yeah. They also have the goalkeeper from Belgium, the one who played in
Oh no, no, no.
Newcastle.
He joined the Saudi league, by the way.
Oh.
Get
Yeah.
out of here. Where did he go? Where did he join?
New promoted Khatsiya.
Wow. Oh yeah, speaking of goalkeepers, Chesney, has he gone to Al Nassr? Has he already
No, no,
confirmed to
no,
go?
no, no,
Because
no,
I
no,
know
no.
he's there.
They couldn't get Chesney nor Ederson, so they got this bum Bento, bro.
Who?
Some from Brazilian league. A goalkeeper named Bento from the Brazilian league. He's
Bro,
a
I don't
bum.
understand because Chesney has just left Juventus. So you could have literally
Yeah,
gotten
yeah,
him.
but the thing is that Bento guy joined the Nasser before Chesney. Like, that's the problem. Because
Yeah.
initially Chesney was, I don't know. Initially, there was supposed to be a thing with Chesney and Nasser, but the whole thing collapsed.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, I think I heard that. Apparently, yeah, I think the deal basically collapsed. But yeah, so you guys are playing Wolfsburg this week. Now, I know that you've had a lot of frustrations as far as like stuff is concerned, but I'll be honest with you, right? I'm looking at your team, and I think that you guys have signed some few good players, and I do see where you're coming from with like some of the improvements that you guys need to still make. But I think that Olise is a good signing.
mm,
Who was the Paulinho is definitely a good signing,
Andres.
but I feel like there's a lot of other issues that you have in your team. Specifically, some of the players that you need to get rid of. I feel like there's a lot of players in this team, in your team right now, that are not the same. Like Goreshka, you've mentioned, bro. I saw a picture of Goreshka came back on preseason, bro. Oh my god, bro! I cannot believe like this
That
guy.
donkey,
Like what?
bro.
Like 4 years ago when they won the treble, this guy was looking like a hunk, bro. Like I'm talking about chisel to the bone, bro. I'm seeing him now. I'm like, bro, look, who is this guy, bro? What happened to
I
this dude?
told you, bro, I'm telling you. You know what? I don't know if you guys saw me rant yesterday,
Oh yeah,
but
yeah, we did. We
when
did.
I
I saw. I
ranted,
saw.
I basically said this guy took hella roids. By the time he doesn't need protein, the guy lost all his muscle, bro.
It's crazy.
Ah, bro, I'm telling you, this guy is moving mad. He's moving mad, bro. And the mad thing with this guy is we were supposed to get rid of him. Literally, we didn't even have him in the squad for the DFB Pokal game. The first competitive game, we didn't have him. But for this friendly, because Stanisic got injured, we somehow had him in center back, because we have no Ito and we have no Stanisic. So the company was, let me try Goretzka center back, because we don't have really anybody else. I mean, yeah, there's Dyer and Opa, but he's already tried that. Let me try that in a friendly. Bro, come on now, man. You see, this center back issue is the only issue I have right now. Because, I
Mm.
mean, with forwards, listen, I would like to get rid of Koma and Nabri, and we can give like these younger forwards an opportunity. I have no problem because the other two guys I just mentioned, they get injured a lot.
Mm.
Leroy Zane, that guy's consistency, bro, it's non-existent. Like consistency, I don't know where that guy's consistency. It's like after the ACL injury, man's just afraid.
Yeah,
We
I'll be
think he's
honest with you. I feel like that injury changed him because, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. Because before the injury, he would look like he was just on like a course to go up. But after that injury, when he came back to Bayern, yeah, I've seen flashes of like the player that he used to be, but it's like you mentioned, like it's like his consistency is gone, and it's really unfortunate because I did think that if he went when he went to Bayern that he would be the face of the club. Now I do see where you're coming from because I feel like your team right now, for me, when you guys brought in Olise, I said, well, they still need some few good players, right? Now I know you guys were linked with Florian Wirtz. Now, personally, I don't think you guys will get Florian Wirtz. I think that he
I don't
might
think
go
so
out.
neither.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
don't
think so.
think he will. But you guys have been linked with Jonathan Tah from Bayer Leverkusen, and which is a very, very good link because Jonathan Tah is a very, very good defender. Like he was very good for Bayer Leverkusen last season. No, I'm not saying he's world class, but compare it to the center backs that you have. I'll be honest, I would have Tah over Delict. Honestly, from me.
Whoa, whoa!
No, 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 no,
Hold
bro.
your horses,
No,
bro.
no, no, no,
Hold your
no, no, no,
horses.
no, 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 no,
Hold your
no, no.
horses.
I'm being honest with you, Zia. I rate Delict. Don't get me wrong, right?
I
But
rate him.
I feel like when it comes to Delict, I don't know what's happened to him, but he's not the same center back that he was supposed to be. You understand what I'm saying, right? Because when Delict came up, Delict was supposed to be like the best center back in the world by this point. You feel me?
Yeah, but bro, here's
Yeah.
the thing. When he first joined us, he was actually our best performing center back under Julian Nagelsmann, right? But then for some reason, obviously Nagelsmann got sacked, Tuchel came in, and then all of a sudden, this donkey of a manager decides to not even play him, even when he is fit. So can you imagine when I have fans saying that why is Delict not playing over the likes of Dyer or Upamecano or whatever and all that? I'm like, because of the donkey himself. That's why. So, yeah, again, I feel like fans are judging Delict because they haven't seen enough Bayern games, and they just only see what they see in like the big games. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you.
So yeah, come on, we need to relax. 'Cause this
No,
guy,
I'm not saying. And listen, I know how good Delict is. Don't get me wrong. I'll be honest with you, right? I would have loved to have Delict in my team this season, Abasa, because I feel like if he came into our club, he would start. You understand what I'm saying, right? However, my thing is this: when it comes to Delict, he's very good, but also he's a little bit he's very error prone here and there, and that's a problem that you guys have in your team. Because I feel like, honestly, for me, I don't understand how you guys were so insistent on getting rid of Delict, but you guys kept Opamecano, because Opamecano is not
oh,
good,
I
bro.
agree with you. That I've been
Opamecano,
questioning.
anybody who watches Bayern can tell you, bro. Opamecano is probably your worst defender right now, with all due respect. No. I'm being that serious, bro.
Bro,
The few
you
times,
don't please don't respect, man. He doesn't deserve it, man.
no,
This
bro.
guy.
The few times I've watched Opamecano, bro, I remember that stinker he did against City, bro. That stinker was like what, 2 years
That
ago?
stinker or two stinkers? Well, there's two stinkers.
No. I'm talking about the one in the whole in Etihad, bro. That was an incredible stink, bro. Him and Alfonso Davis in that game. Oh my god, they were awful. I watched that game. Like, I was like, bro, I never like remember. I think was it who was the Saudi Arabian commentator, bro? He called him Opa Maguire,
Oh
bro.
no, he
I was like,
wasn't
yeah,
from.
that's
Oh
perfect.
no, he wasn't Saudi. He's from Algeria, I believe.
Nah, but dude, that guy
Dereja
called it.
comment. They're from
Yeah.
being sports names like Dereja or something.
But you know what, bro? That was the perfect analogy because he was Maguire that day, bro. Oh my god, like, bro, the error that he made, like, I think was it Haaland's goal where he basically like did he pass it to him? Like, I think he might have passed it to Haaland. I was like,
The Haaland. Wait, which one? Haaland's goal for in the Etihad or in the Allianz? You mean?
no, I mean like the goal. Yeah, and it was in the Etihad because I think it was the
No,
Etihad
no.
where he fucked up.
There was two goals he scored. So there was one where Stones heads it to Haaland. That was in the Etihad. The one
So
where
which one did Upamecano
well,
like give it away and then, bro?
there was one in the Allianz where basically Upamecano made Haaland look good when he so called dribble past him and he just slipped. Upamecano, like,
Bro.
bro, I'm not even gonna lie. I'll be honest with you. With this Upamecano, I'll give you my thoughts on him. He just panics, man. I've had enough of him panicking. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, like, there was, imagine, when we lost like 3 games in a row. It was like basically Bayer Leverkusen. Then we lost to Lazio, and then we lost to Bochum, right?
Oh
Imagine
yeah. It was
against
the 3-0. It was
Lazio.
the 3-0 against. It was the 3-0 against Bayer Leverkusen, right? The
Yeah, and
3-0.
then the 1-0 against Lazio, and then the 3-2 against Bochum.
Right.
Imagine the 1-0 against Lazio, the penalty given away. Now, I do blame the other players for not tracking that runner down, but like Upamecano giving a pen and getting a red card. Then the game after, he elbows a guy, penalty, red card. 2 games in a row, red card, bro. Like, at some stage, like, you just gotta like call the man out. And then imagine. So I don't know if you guys, I mean, Hano, I'm sure you know, but I do content with Liam from the Barn View, right? Like,
Hmm.
and
Yeah.
obviously I was doing the watch along for the Tottenham game in preseason, and obviously he went to the game because it was in London and he lives in the UK, whatever. And he told me something that I didn't really like notice because obviously when you watch, you don't these little details you don't notice, right? But he was behind the goal of like where Neuer up on the defense is, right? And he heard literally Neuer shout, "Leave the ball, leave the ball." So like Neuer can like have it, play around, whatever. Upamecano just takes it. He doesn't listen. He just takes it, bro. Like it's guy. I'm sorry. Upamecano is one of those guys that should have been sold. Hey, listen, Hano, you can have him. You need a defender.
No, thank you.
Are
Our
you
players
sure?
are
Are
much
you
better
sure you
than.
don't want him? Are you sure you don't want him?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, listen, we
Yeah.
can make a switch. Upamecano for Cole. I'll take Cole.
Nah.
Yeah.
I'll take Fofana, or I'll take Fofana, or actually I'll take Fofana, bro.
This
Nah,
guy.
not for Fana.
This guy.
Fana.
This guy. You know what? You know
Yeah,
what's funny?
to be fair, yeah. Cole might be a shout, Might.
I don't know what's up with this Cole guy. He needs to improve his awareness, in my opinion. He's like kind of
Imagine
gives
we
me too
just
much
sold him
advice.
to Liverpool. Imagine we just sold him to Liverpool that time.
It's crazy.
Yeah, yeah, man, it's mad.
Yeah.
But
But
yeah, what were you saying?
No, so I'll be honest with you. When I look at like the Bayern team, right? The thing with Bayern is they don't necessarily have to have a good team to win the Bundesliga most of the time, because the Bundesliga is that league where, you know, I feel like when it comes to Bayern and every time they rebuild, it always comes down to Champions League, Europe. You understand what I'm saying, right? So
Yeah. Usually, yeah.
so I'm looking at this, but the thing with Bayern Munich this season is that when you look at your rivals, that is Bayer Leverkusen, they still kept a lot of their stars. Like all their stars are still there. Verse is
Yeah,
still there.
only Stanisic will really return.
Yeah, but
On.
Stanisic was a star, but I wouldn't necessarily call him the
Not
star
star,
of
but
the
he
team.
was a player. No, he
He
wasn't
was
a
he
not
was
star.
key in the
Player.
team, but when I'm talking
Yeah.
about the stars, I'm talking about the players who were key. You understand what I'm saying, right?
Oh,
Who were
like
like the
Wirtz,
spearhead, like
for
the
example.
Verts, like the Frimpong was a very very good right back in the team. Right, Grimaldo was another one who was very good in the team. Sheik was another one who was very good in the team. Boniface, like bro, they've kept so many core members in that squad, and this is why, as a Bayern fan, I can see why. Yeah, I can see why it's worrisome, because you're looking at them and you're saying, bro, these guys are still good. They still have their players. They haven't sold any of their superstars that will help them win the league, right? I know we've got back Stanisic, but technically we look a little bit weaker because we've gotten rid of Delict. I know Olise is going to be good for us. Paulinho is a player that you guys have been linked to for a very long time. I think he's going to be a good signing, right? But it's the same thing you mentioned. When you look at like your wingers, right? You got Coman, who's not consistent. Gnabry is not consistent. Sane is not consistent, right? Muller is basically probably in his last season, right? He probably is going to leave at the end of the season or something, right? You have players like a Harry Kane who, yes, scores goals, but just like you mentioned, you know, his positioning is awful. Center back position is ridiculous. You got Upamecano right now, Kim Min-jae, Eric Dyer, bro.
The thing is, don't get me wrong. I don't mind Kim Min-jae starting. I think Kim
Oh yeah,
Min-jae
Kim
is
Min-jae
very
is good.
good. You know, when
Kim
you were
Min-jae is
saying
good.
very good, but he needs things to improve on, I think if you mentioned that description on Kim Min-jae, that's better than you mentioning it on Delict. Because I feel like with Kim Min-jae, my issue with him, he's very, at times, unaware. Like, he lacks a bit of awareness, and I feel like because he lacks a bit of awareness, it can cost him. Like, for example, that game against Madrid, when Toni Kroos made that pass, he literally left Vinicius open. Why? Because he wasn't aware that Vinicius was around, lurking,
Yeah.
you know? And this is the thing. He lacks a bit of that defensive IQ. That's what Delict had. So
Okay.
it's a shame that we let Delict go, because I actually thought that even last season, it should have been Kim Min-jae and Delict starting.
No,
That's what I
I
thought when we
agree.
first signed him. So it's just a shame, bro. And the only reason why Delict is gone, actually, because our director wants to, free up wages, because he earns like 15 million euros a year. So that's around what, like 280,000 a week. And then literally the injury record, I say, because to be honest, it was only last season he really got injured out with us. So it's just jarring, bro. And now apparently we're not gonna get any center backs. So
But that's like I
that's
said,
just
that's why I was mentioning the Jonathan Tower. Now, before I continue with that, Hano, I know you're going to be leaving soon. So you guys are playing in the Conference League today against who are you guys playing?
Servette.
So you guys are home, right?
Yes, first leg at home.
Okay, so what's your prediction on the game?
I haven't even looked at the lineup. But probably a solid 2-0
Okay, so
should
you
be.
guys this week are playing against Wolves, right? So it's a home game. Is it away against Wolves, right?
Away.
Okay. Okay. So what's your prediction on the game?
At this stage, I'm just gonna say 2-1, but I really don't know.
So do you see okay, so we'll definitely have a talk about this, because I do plan on talking to the two of you later on when the show is over. I'll send you both a text, because I was talking to the both of you, right? But listen, Good luck on your game today. Hopefully, you guys get the win. Let's see what happens with that. But do you see anything else happening in the transfer window? Like you guys getting any new signings?
I think the only signing we're getting is Tony. That's all. Rest,
Tony?
I doubt it.
You sure about Tony? Because I'll be honest with you, I have not heard any links to Tony, but I feel like you guys are more likely to
Yeah.
get Osimhen, and that's just
I
my
think you're
opinion.
getting Osimhen, yeah, because of the Lukaku.
Sorry. I meant Oshiman, not Tony.
Yeah, because it seems that
Which is-
Lukaku is on his way to Napoli. Because
Yeah.
every news is basically saying right now it seems like it's imminent. And you know what's his name? Conte is going on his drama queen phase. So we'll see what happens there. Yeah, we'll see.
But yeah, man, Conte, he's the solution to our Lukaku problem.
Hey,
we'll
listen,
see.
So
you
Conte,
can try to
Don
remake
Conte.
Lukaku again.
Don Conte. We should give him a statue, to be honest.
Give him a statue for what, bro? I mean, to be fair, he did win you the league, but didn't you have issues with this
He
guy?
won us the league and got rid of Lukaku for us. Proper man.
Yeah, man.
You know what? If there's one thing I respect about Chelsea fans is they know how to be shameless. They know how to be the most shameless fan base ever. Hey,
Yes.
I respect that. I respect.
Yeah, big up Hannah. But listen, next week I'll be hosting the two of you again. So I'll definitely talk to you guys about that thing, okay? But yeah, big up Hannah. We'll definitely talk later. But Zaire, we were talking about
Yeah, man.
your center back
Yeah,
position.
having me, yeah.
Yeah, take care.
Yeah.
Basically, for me, I feel like when it comes to your center back position, right? I thought that you guys were very serious about Jonathan Tah. And like I said, for me, I feel like what Jonathan Tah would bring to your team is that he would improve your team, but also it would weaken your rivals. Because that's what Bayern have been good at in the past. You know what I mean? That's how you guys destroy that Dortmund team that you guys, which was that won back-to-back league titles, right? First you took Götze, who was like their superstar, like the face of the team, right? And then took him, and then you took Lewandowski, and then a few years later you took in Hummels. Basically, you destroy their team from the inside out. And this is, and obviously I'm using Dortmund as an example, but this is something that you guys do a lot when it comes to like, you know, your league. Every time a good player comes up, you guys, it's always linked to Bayern. Bayern are always looking at them. But I feel like now it's a very, very different because a lot of these players are wanted elsewhere, like the Florian Wirtz. Like you've already said, you don't see Florian Wirtz going to Bayern Munich. He was one of those players who, in the past, would have probably been linked to Bayern, and you know he's still going to be linked to Bayern. But I think that he's more likely to leave now. A lot of people, there's no coincidence that he's actually a Barca fan, and he claimed that Barca is like his favorite club. Now, I don't think we can afford him. Now, the thing with Barca
Yeah, he's
is
gonna
this.
be worth 90 million. I don't.
But the thing with Barca is this, bro. We said this yesterday on Northside's channel. La Liga is a weird league. We can sit there and say, Barcelona can't afford him. And then out of nowhere, we somehow, I don't know how we do it. I don't know what loopholes we found, but somehow we managed to sign him. Because right now, you're seeing our team right now, right? Our attack is not ready for the season, right? We need we need a left winger, and we've been linked to Nico, who's just rejected us, confirmed, right? Leao now is being linked, and now I'm hearing Federico Chiesa. Now I'm being real. All of those players are not consistent enough for me. The only player that I can see is semi-consistent in that team is probably Leao. Now, Chiesa is a good player, but I don't know what's happened to Chiesa, bro. Because I know he's basically fallen out with Juventus, and it seems like he's no longer in Thiago Motta's plans. But I want to see what happens next with that, to be honest, because there's too many issues when it comes to Barcelona that we really need to fix. We don't have a right back, and the season started. We still don't have a right back, a natural right back in this team. Now, one. Yeah, Jules Koundé is playing at right back. He's not a right back, right? Our center back
does a good job, though, to be fair. He does a good job. He does.
But long term, he's not the guy. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
He's not.
You're used to attacking fullbacks. I hear you. Yeah.
Yeah, and if you see the game against Valencia, how Alejandro Balde was playing, like basically going forward, backwards. You understand what I'm saying, right? Like Koundé can't do that. You understand what I'm saying? Now, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say you guys could have benefited getting a Cancelo back. Now I
and he's
know.
available. And he's
You know what's funny
available.
though? He's gonna join Al Hilal. He's already agreeing to join with us, by the way. So that's one gone.
You see what I'm saying? So after him, there's nobody else. Because who else is out there that we can sign attacking fullback? That's the problem with. See, this is the thing. This is my problem. This is why, like, I have so much frustrations when it comes to Barca, bro. Because I don't understand what we're doing. Like, we spend the whole of the transfer window, right, being linked to Nico Williams, a deal that we don't know where it's starting, where it's gonna end. There's no alternative in case he rejects us. There's no talks of, okay, well, we're trying to sign this position, that position, that position. Okay, so our signs is Nico Williams. We want Nico Williams. We want Dani Olmo. We want a right back. Preferably, we want Jacques Cancelo. But if we don't get Jacques Cancelo, let's go get another right back from this team, right? Barca didn't do that. What Barca did was that, okay, we have these players, so let's start with one. Let's start with the first one. So they say, okay, Nico Williams is the main target. Let's go after him. So they spend the whole transfer window going to Nico Williams, talking to Nico, talking to him over and over and over and over and over. And nothing goes all right. There's nothing, right? And then when it reaches August and we still haven't made a signing, Barcelona realized, but we need to make a signing or else the fans are going to riot. So they then decide, okay, well, let's go and get Dani Olmo because he's open to the move. He's the one that is certain that he wants to come in, right? So we go and get Dani Olmo for 60 million. Now, I think we overpaid for him, but hey, my opinion. Anyway, we go in and get in Dani Olmo, and then you're sitting there like, okay, we got in our first signing, but we don't have a right back, and we don't know what the Nico Williams thing is talking about. Because it seems like Nico Williams is very insistent on staying for another season. So it's like, okay, well, if you guys hear that, then at least try to look for a plan B. You understand what I'm saying? Say, okay, well, it seems that Nico might stay this season, so let's go and look for another winger, right? So what happens is that we're like, well, let's see who's available. Well, Bayern want to sell Coleman. Well, it seems Chiesa is out there. Who else? And basically, that's what they were doing. But the main target was always Nico Williams. And then Nico Williams finally makes his debut and finally confirms that he is not leaving. Big up, Rob. Big up, my guy. Big up, my guy. But basically, we do all of this stuff, right? Right? For Nico Williams to reject us. And now, it's what, 2 weeks before the transfer window is about to end, and then we decide, who's available? We need someone. We need someone. Well, Chiesa is in the window. Let's go and get Leao because we need a big name. And that's my thing. It's like, bro, it's like we had no game plan coming to the transfer window this season. You understand what I'm saying? There was no game plan to start the transfer window this season. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, bro. You know what? I don't understand. So I saw the Olmo thing. Now, don't get it twisted. I think Olmo is a good player. I mean, this guy cooked Bayern for a reason, right? Whether he played enough games or he hasn't, he actually cooked us. So I can tell he's good. And he cooked in the Euros when, what was it, Pedri got injured. So you can see there's something in Olmo. However, you're basically doing the same mistake as you done when you got Griezmann in and when you got Coutinho in. You're basically getting an extra player that plays in the middle when you need players out wide, right? And then you're putting 60 million on the guy that you could have put 60 million on for a DM. Because last season, I noticed something. I was watching the Champions League games, and I see Christensen CDM. I'm like, huh? Why is Christensen CDM, bro?
Because we
It
don't
just
have
makes
any
no
CDMs.
sense.
Because we don't have a CDM. See, Barcelona, this is my point, bro. Like, you know what it is with Barca, right? I swear to God. You know, right now, I've already said it. And I haven't mentioned this guy throughout the transfer window because I'm waiting for the transfer window to end so that I can say what I have to say about this dude. But I'm going to mention him. You see this Deco guy, right? Somebody needs to tell me whose idea it was. Who was it in the club who decided let's sack Matteo Almani, who was an actual good sporting director and actually was doing well for us, right? Getting us good deals. Let's sack that guy, and then let's bring in a guy who has he ever been a sporting director? I know he was Rafinha's agent, but I don't think he ever was a sporting director once. But and then we give him the job, and then he puts, bro. Like, this is my point. This is why I'm like, bro. I blame him. I blame what's, I don't know what happened. I think Isaiah will be back, but we basically put we got rid of Matteo Almani, who was actually a very competent sporting director, and then we decide in the end, yeah, you know, all of that stuff. Yeah. So we basically wait, and then Aston Villa, who were basically trying to get Matteo Almani, we spent all that time. We convinced Matteo Almani to stay. Matteo Almani rejects Villa, and then we sack him. And then we fucking sack him. Like, I don't understand. Like, bro, we like, do you remember Matteo Almani? He was actually linked to Villa, and then we basically convinced him to stay. We keep him to stay, and then at the end of the season, we sack him. And then we bring in this idiot. He comes in, right? Can't get any deals done. Like, bro, he overpaid for Dani Olmo. He can't get the Nico Williams deal done. And because of the Nico Williams deal not being done, he doesn't even have any plans of replacements, like who to bring in. Like, we were supposed to sign Guido Rodriguez, the Real Betis midfielder, who's just signed for West Ham. We were supposed to bring him for free.
Oh, the Argentinian guy. Yeah.
Yes, the Argentinian, right? He was supposed to come in for free. He was confirmed. Basically, we'd agreed terms with him, right? So he was supposed to come in for free, and he was going to be the squad depth in the midfield, the defensive midfield, right? The defensive midfield option behind, like, whoever was the defensive midfield.
Romeo or whatever his name is, man. I don't even know that guy.
But he was supposed to be ahead of Romeo, and he was a better midfielder than Romeo. You understand what I'm saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we had him, and he was a natural number 6. And this fucking, I don't know who decided in the end that, yeah, you know what, that whole Guido Rodriguez deal, nah, screw that. Now, here we are. We have no number 6 at the beginning of the season, right? Who's going to play number 6 this season? Is it going to be Frankie de Jong? Bro, Frankie de Jong can't play as a number 6.
He can't even stay fit.
Like, this is my point. Like, we have so many problems this season, and I'm looking at, and people are sitting there. I'm like, bro, you guys don't realize how peak for it is for us, because we are so much weaker than we were last season. It's not even close. Like, we are on the verge of having one of our worst seasons this season. We are not gonna get anywhere near the title race. Like, if we get in the title race, I'll be happy. But right now,
You know what annoys me? I mean, I don't want to say annoys me because I'm not gonna lie. I like it when Barca lose. But, like, you know what? If I was a Barca fan, you know one thing I would be very annoyed at. I'm sure you're annoyed about this. I'm very sure, knowing how the way you think for a mentality of a standard of a club. I would imagine you're not happy with the fact that you play good football, but the moment you concede one goal, your heads drop. That's something
Bro.
I notice. Because every time we play you, the moment we get one goal, your heads drop, bro. Every single time. Even if you dominate us before we score that one goal, the moment your head's gone, bro. And by the time your head's gone, everything's gone. Every time, bro. You do
you know what, that Bayern thing, I'll tell you, you know where it started for us? It started after when Valverde was the manager. You see,
Yeah.
when we went to do back-to-back comebacks in the Champions League, basically we lost against Roma, and then we lost against Liverpool, right? You see those two losers, they scarred the players mentally. They never recovered from that. Every time they play a big team and they dominate, and then we concede, it's like PTSD. They suffer PTSD because they're like, oh shit. So they start panicking. I'm looking at, and it's unfortunate because it's like you mentioned. You see, the problem with Bayern is this, right? That Bayern team we lost to in 2020 was incredible. That team was going to defeat any team in Europe that season. Like, bro, people talk about the fact that we lost 8-2. Bro, you remember you guys beat Tottenham 7-2 that season in the White Hart Lane? People forget. You guys
Oh no, I
destroyed.
remember all of them. It's in the
You
back of my head.
you destroyed Chelsea in the round of 16. People forget that. 3-0. Was it what? 7? Was it 7?
3-0
7-1.
and 4-1. 7-1
7-1.
aggregate.
7-1 aggregate. And then you defeated Lyon in the semifinals 3-0. Like you were like anyone could have gotten in that season. We were just the unlucky victims.
Yeah, but
But
you know the
and-
problem is, bro. You know the problem is.
But
Sorry
let
to
me-
cut you, but you know the problem is that while we were too good, you were too bad.
And that's the thing. See, let me explain something to you. I'm telling you this, bro. When I found out we were in the same side as Bayern Munich, and I knew that if we won, we would play Bayern, I told people, yeah, we were out. And people were looking at me saying, but dude, you guys have a good team. You have Messi,
You have
Suarez, you have
Messi and-
Messi, you have Suarez, you have Griezmann, all these players. Yeah, you have the same teams as Bayern. I said, have you seen Bayern, bro? Have you seen Bayern when they go forward?
Yeah, we had the machine of a team. It was like
Bro.
the thing is with us, it's not. You know what? With our team, you didn't really see ballers playing,
No.
but you just saw
What you saw is wolves. Let me
effectiveness.
tell you something. You know what Bayern Munich had? Bayern had wolves in their attack. They had wolves. They had thirsty, hungry wolves who
No,
could
but we
taste
also
the
had
blood.
the
No,
midfield
because
balance,
when they tasted blood, they were like hyenas. They could not. They swung at you. Like there was
Yeah,
no
yeah,
stopping that team. Like when they went forward, you just had to pray, bro. That's it. You could not stop that. And I was telling people that I was like, bro, do you see their attack and do you see our defense? Do you realize the destruction that is going to happen against us when we play those guys? Messi will not even touch the ball, because every time he touches the ball, they would just all gang up on him and take the ball back. And bro, the way the game went is exactly how I predicted it, bro. Every time Bayern went forward, they were gonna score. Like every time that you went and you didn't score was actually a miracle for me. It got to a point where I was like, this is what is scared about this Bayern team. This Bayern team doesn't know what they mean.
We missed 26 chances against you, by the way. Can you?
And that's my point. I said, bro, you see that game, right? The referee showed mercy on us, because I promise
Oh yeah, I
you,
swear to God, yeah.
I promise you, if there was 5 more minutes added in that game was ended 10 goals. That Bayern team were not stopping that game. But people are telling me, like, bro, that's why that Bayern team was scared. That Bayern team didn't know what the meaning of stop was. They stopped when
Bro,
the
you had
final whistle was
Coutinho
over.
scoring 2 on you as well. That was crazy.
That was just the icing on the cake. And you know what, right? That defeat, you would think that defeat pissed me off. That defeat made me lose my head, went crazy, did all of this. No, bro.
Messi
See,
wanted to go.
let me tell you something, right? I can only lose my head when I don't expect something to happen. When I don't expect something is when I lose my head. I expected us to lose, and I expected us to get destroyed. I didn't expect us to lose, concede 8. Don't get me wrong. Nobody expected us to concede 8. Not even you. Don't even sit there and say that you expected us to concede 8.
No. I didn't. I just like trolling Barca. You know. What I
But
mean?
that's the thing. When it comes to anyone who watches football, nobody expected. But everyone who watches both Barca and Bayern were the favorites in that game, right? And me watching that game, I sat there and said, this defeat, I will have to take it, because I know the repercussions of the defeat. Because before the defeat, all the talk was Bartomeu. Bartomeu was fucking up our club, right? The team wasn't good enough. The players were not good enough. We needed to rebuild the team. And I was like, that Bayern Munich defeat was what we needed to finally show the world, to finally expose the world to who Barcelona really is. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why I said to myself, I said, as much as I hate this defeat, and it hurt me to see my team be embarrassed like that, but I said it is a warranted embarrassment, because now the world finally sees Barca for who they are. Now the world will know why people like me have been complaining about the club while we were still winning leagues. Because we needed that. We needed that defeat. We needed that embarrassment in the world. We needed our pants pulled down in front of the world, so that the world could see, yo, Barcelona are done. They've declined. They are done. And you saw it because after that 8-2, we declined. We were no longer the same. We just
Messi
fell off.
wanted to leave, bro. I remember Messi wanted to leave as well. That was nuts.
And you know what's funny? Ask any Barca fan who heard that, who was shocked that Messi wanted to leave. Not one. Who, like, bro, do you realize that Messi was the one that was literally, bro, Messi was the one, he knew that he was the one that was keeping the club afloat for years. He knew. He was in the club. He knew that the club were not trying to rebuild the team. They knew, oh, we have Messi, we are fine. Don't worry about it. We have Messi. And Messi was sitting there like, bro, what is the plan for the future? Do we have any plans? Do we have anything? And basically, in the end, Barcelona, when he realized, when it finally dawned on him that there is no plans, he said, bro, now screw this. If you guys are not planning on rebuilding the team, I'm off. I'm gonna
Wait,
go
I
to
have a
another club.
question. Did Barcelona want to get rid of him, or did he choose to leave? Because I thought it was the club
talking
that
about when he
chose to get
left?
rid of.
You're
Yeah,
talking
when
about
he
when he-
actually left. Yeah, when he actually left in the end. Because I remember it was Bartomeu resigned and then Laporte came in, and then that's when the whole shift happened. I would assume, right?
So he was on his last contract in 2021. His contract was running out and he was going to leave, right? That was his contract, right? 2021 is when his contract was supposed to end. Now, he told the club in 2020 he wanted to leave under Bartomeu. He said, dude, I don't want to play under you anymore. I'm done. You understand what I'm saying, right? So Bartomeu in around October decided to resign, right? When he resigned, later on we did the election and Laporta won the election, right? And when Laporta won the election, he wanted to keep Messi, or we've been told. That was what was said. He wanted to keep Messi. And the whole talk was Messi hadn't said anything. He hadn't said, well, I still want to leave, regardless of the fact that he's gone. And, he looked happy again. He looked like he was enjoying his football again. So the whole talk was that Messi wanted to stay. And Messi has confirmed that later on, he did change his mind that he did wanted to stay. You understand what I'm saying, right? But he hadn't said anything at the time. And all the talk was he told his family that he didn't want to leave anymore because his family was his family was from Barca. You know what I mean? And all of that stuff, right? Basically, the person that he didn't want to be around is now gone. So now he's fine. He wants to stay. You understand what I'm saying? Now, he went to the Copa America. They win the Copa America. He's coming back expecting the contract to be given, signed, sealed, and then he starts preseason with the team, right? And basically, a lot of issues happened upstairs with like Javier Tebas and Laporta, right? And because of that, Javier Tebas said, "Well, you don't have enough money to keep Messi. If you guys give Messi a new contract, you're not going to be able to register him. That would bankrupt your club." So as a result, La Liga were the ones who blocked the deal. You understand what I'm saying? And because of that,
but that don't make sense in my opinion. You know why? And I'm not saying don't make sense what you're saying. I'm saying it don't make sense to what they did, because if they really wanted the league to survive, they should have somewhat kept him for longer. Because you know what? I'm not gonna lie to you. I know we had a discussion on Northside's channel about how La Liga football is amazing, all this. But in terms of like attraction, it really took a dip when Messi left. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. Because
you know
was
what the deal is. I feel like with Tebas wanted to show authority to the rest of the league that listen, nobody's bigger than this league and all that, which is bullshit. Everybody who knows this knows that Messi was the attraction to the league. Bro, Messi is bigger than most leagues. Let's just be real. If Messi came to the Premier League, if Messi came to the Bundesliga, everyone would be watching the Bundesliga. Everyone
there
and
were
their
people
dog
watching
would be
Ligue 1 because of Messi, bro.
Bro, I'm sure Ligue 1 got the most views when Messi was there.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, they got views regardless because they have Neymar and Mbappe. They got them all. But
No,
I
they
mean,
do. But
it got
imagine when they had Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe in there.
skyrocket, bro.
And that's my point. That's why I said.
Skyrocket.
But that is the point I'm trying to make. You see, when it comes to Tebas, right? It was personal. See, a lot of people. I said this on Flawless's channel when he was doing his 13K. I was talking to Kaneki, and I told him, right? I said we were basically talking about like there was this deal that was basically it was an illegal deal. I don't know what the whole deal was about. I've forgotten, right? But basically, this deal was a deal between this sports group and La Liga, right? Where basically La Liga were going to they were going to buy the rights to like the league and some of the clubs, the rights to the clubs, right? Now every club accepted because they knew they were going to get money, a lot of money that would help them with the transfer window. You know what I mean? It would make the league a little bit more competitive, right? However, in order for that competitiveness, they had to sell their rights to the club for about 50 years. Barcelona and Real Madrid said, nah, fuck that. We're not doing that. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm when Barcelona and Real Madrid said, fuck that, the rest of the league got angry with Barcelona and Real Madrid. You understand what I'm saying? Because they were like, yo, you guys are fucking this up for us. We want this money and all this stuff. Barcelona and Real Madrid were like, bro, we're not selling our souls to this company. Like, we're selling our rights to this company for 50 to 75 years. Now, fuck that. You understand what I'm saying? And because of that, and because of that, the rest of the league got angry with Barcelona and Real Madrid. And so did Tebas. So when Tebas got angry, he basically told Barcelona, because the whole time he never told Laporta that, hey man, you guys don't have the money to be able to resign Messi. He didn't say this until like around the whole, when this deal was happening. You understand what I'm saying? After the deal fell through, is when he told them, yo, if you signed this deal, you might have been able to keep Messi. And then he showed them the deal and he's like, well, listen, because of this, now you guys can resign Messi. And Messi was
started to connect the dots, bro. Sorry to cut you, but I just started to connect the dots. Didn't this guy say he's a Real Madrid fan?
Yeah, he is.
There you go. There you go, bro.
Listen, I don't like being this person that's gonna sit there and say, oh, but this guy, this and this and this.
I know. But come
on,
but
I understand. I know, I do. And you know what it is? The way he be moving, the way he moves, it gives that sus. He gives that sus energy. You understand what I'm saying, right? Where you're like, yeah, you say that you're impartial, but dude, you be talking too much. Because even when he talks about Madrid, you can see he talks like a fan. You understand what I'm saying, right? It's like, I get it, you're a Madrid fan, but lower it down, tone it down. You understand what I'm saying? You don't want to sound like a fanboy. Because when you sound like a fanboy and you start making some decisions, people are going to think you're only doing it for the sake of Madrid. You understand what I'm saying, right? Now, don't get me wrong. When it comes to Tebas, right? He said he did everything he did. But let me tell you something. He got to regret doing that. When he did, because he didn't realize the attraction that Messi brought to the league. So he just thought, if I let Messi go, people will understand that this league is not a one-team league. You understand what I'm saying? But that massively backfired on him, because when Messi left, that was it. There was no Ronaldo. There was no Messi. Hazard was injured. There was no stars in the league. I know Benzema was still in the league, but Benzema was never like that superstar. You understand what I'm saying?
So I mean, he became that guy that
season, yes. But regardless, even if he won the Ballon d'Or, he was not the attraction. He didn't bring the eyes to the league that Ronaldo and Messi did. You understand what I'm saying?
Obviously. Yeah.
And that's the thing. So as a result, that season, La Liga actually took a dip in like the reaction. You understand what I'm saying?
The TV ratings.
Like people were not watching. And as a result of that, that is why he was so desperate for the Mbappe thing to happen. And that was another reason why he actually let Messi go, because he was certain that Mbappe was going to join the following season. You understand what I'm saying? Because Mbappe had told the PSG that he wanted to leave in 2021. You understand what I'm saying? So his whole idea was Messi leaves, Mbappe becomes the face. You understand what I'm saying? So, and that's why he kept on talking on interviews, talking about how Mbappe is going to help the league, Mbappe this, Mbappe this, Mbappe this. Because bro, this is where he was sounding like a fanboy in front of a lot of people's eyes. And then in the end, when the season was over, Real Madrid won the Champions League. They won the league and the Champions League. Guess what? In the end, Mbappe still chose to stay at PSG. And now, because Mbappe now had stayed, he wanted to go and sue Ligue 1 and PSG. All because he was salty. All because he had planned on signing a TV deal that was only based on if they got in Mbappe in the league. Right?
Wow.
And because now Mbappe has stayed, they were not going to get that deal. So he decided to go and sue these guys. But you can't sue. How are you going to sue a league? What are you going to do? What are you suing them for?
I mean,
you understand what I'm saying?
It wasn't it he's suing PSG?
That's my point. He was seeing PSG and Ligue 1 because he felt like Ligue 1 loosened their rules so that they can give Mbappe a new deal. They felt like
Ah.
it was a
You know what's
yeah.
funny about League? People don't realize, but technically, you see, being Sports TV channel. Would you believe me if I told you it's owned by the same guy that owns PSG, the
Yeah, being
Qatari Sports
sports.
Group? Yeah, yeah. It's funny, right? So when I remember at one point I'm watching, football and being sports, obviously, because that's what we have in the Middle East, and I
Yeah.
noticed at one point there was no Bundesliga games, and then there was at one point there's no Serie A games, but somehow there's League One games. I'm wondering how come. Ah, Qatari Sports Group. It's just typical, bro. It's just typical. League on. You have to understand, right? League and I feel like La Liga, both of them. It's just a political like league, bro.
Yeah.
They're just it's yeah, obviously Premier League is political too in their own way, but with like PSG and not PSG. It's gonna say La Liga and League On is just like it's a dramatic, political league. You know what I mean?
No, it's true.
It's just drama galore. You could even say Serie A, man, with their scandals.
Yeah, the Calciopoli.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Is it really only like bro, I'm not even gonna lie. Even the bro, I'm not gonna lie. I don't like how even though Bundesliga is stable, I don't like how they're getting away with a lot of things, man, bro. Because
Well,
you know
welcome to La
you know
Liga,
what it
bro.
is. No, no, you know what it is with Bundesliga, bro. It's like they don't want investors because they don't want to be put in situations like the Premier League where there's so much money, whatever. But at some stage, you're just gonna be behind certain teams, bro.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? Because there was a time when, like, was it like in the early '90s where basically they had like this DV deal where basically like all of the teams in like Bundesliga were like all they all had money, and this was when the league was actually very competitive. You had like guys like Werder Bremen doing well, Cologne was doing well, Hamburg was doing well. Dortmund was doing well. Like, bro, that back then Bayern Munich were not dominating the league that they were now. And it was actually after that things kind of changed because they had like this TV deal where basically all of the teams in the league were all like getting hella amount of money. So all the teams in the league were all like buying superstars. So it wasn't like just Bayern who could buy the superstars in the league. Every team now could afford them. You understand what I'm saying? And that was why you saw Dortmund won the Champions League in the 90s, right? You
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They
saw,
won 1997.
yeah, they won all of these stuff. Like they were very, very good. And that was when the league was competitive. And you're right with all of these stuff, but I feel like also it's bigger than that because I feel like maybe they want to make themselves like a community club, community league where basically it's the
Yeah, yeah,
fans
50,
league.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So
It's the league of the
basically,
people. Yes.
there's a rule where basically 51% at least of the fan um community, whatever the hell you call it, they own like the clubs, or they have a say in basically assemblies
Mhm.
whenever there are like assembly meetings. You know what I mean? With like the club president, but but the thing is, with the Bundesliga, especially at Bayern, we have a thing called supervisory board. So you have like basically you have obviously the coaches, then you have the directors, then you have the board, and then you have the supervisory board. And the supervisory board, you can never get rid of them. Like these guys usually are like the dons of like those set teams. Like for example, for us, it's Uli Hoeneß, Kahans
Ole
Rummenigge, like
Hornets.
for us. Exactly. Those guys are supervisory, but you can never touch them. Period. These guys technically, it's like you know what it's like. Supervisory board members, they're technically like owners. You can never get rid of them
You can
at
never
all.
get rid of them.
Period. Then you have president like Herbert Heiner, right? Who I mean, he's a good businessman, but when it comes to football, he needs to shut his mouth, right? Then you got CEO, all right, and then you got the directors, and then you got the coach. Like that's how it really works, and then the players. That's how it works in the chain of command, with
And that's one thing I would say about the Bundesliga too. One thing about the Bundesliga is that they're very pro players. They really treat their legends very, very well. Like every time you see like some of these legends play for a certain club, especially if like there's like a one club man, right? you can always be certain that in the future you're going to see them in the board. At some point, they will be
Oh
in the
yeah,
board.
yeah. But the
Like,
thing is, though, you have to earn that
yeah,
praise.
but
It's not like in the Premier League where you just get praise out of nothing. Like,
yeah. No, it's true. It's true. And honestly, there's a lot of like issues, like especially like we were talking about like the whole league La Liga, right? When Mbappe stayed. Now, that season is funny because what's his name? Tebas, he said this in the beginning of the season. I even said this on yesterday's show when we were doing it with us, no said, where he spent the whole summer basically saying Barcelona don't have any money, they cannot sign anyone. That was what he said, right? Because he was certain that Mbappe was coming. And then the season ends. Lewandowski confirms that he wants to leave Bayern. He wants to go and try a something new, right? So the whole time people were saying, well, his dream is to go to La Liga. He wants to go to Barca, right? Javier Tebas says, well, Barcelona don't have the money. But now, in the end, what's his name? Mbappe stays. So now there is no face in the league. They now need a face to come to the league, preferably Barcelona, because the Real Madrid already have Benzema, right? So if you have Lewandowski in Barcelona, now you have like two top strikers in the league. You understand what I'm saying, right? Two of the best strikers in the world. So in the end, he ended up saying, well, Barcelona were able to do this economic levers and all of these stuff. All of these economic levers and all of these stuff. So in the end, this and this and this and this. In the end, because of those economic levers, we're able to bring in, only Lewandowski. We're able to bring in Kunde. We're able to bring in Rafinha. We're able to bring in, bro. We brought us so many stars. Like Kessier came in that season. All of these good players, right, came to the team. Apparently, we didn't have the money to sign these players, and that's why I keep telling people. I tell people, I'm like, bro, you guys are sleeping. You guys are sleeping because you guys genuinely think, right? Right? You guys genuinely think that because of all this talk about Barcelona being broke, bro, why is it that every time they talk about Barcelona being broke, but yet we're still able to sign players? Makes zero sense.
I don't think you're as. By the way, I was at Spain 2 years ago, and who's that reporter you guys are called? This guy named Moreno or something?
Gerard Moreno.
Gerard Moreno. My friend, he has a friend of his. He's very close with this guy apparently, right? And basically, he told me about a story in which basically his friend, and Moreno were all in a call together, and they were laughing at reading all the headlines saying Barca are broke, Barca are broke, Barca are broke.
I tell people all the time, I swear to God, Zaire.
They're not broke, bro. They're not as broke.
Zaire, I promise you, I have been saying this for years. People keep lying, keep thinking that I'm making this up. I tell people, bro, Barcelona generate revenue everywhere. We're getting revenue from fucking shirt sales. Even when we win trophies, we get these general bro. Barcelona are one of the biggest clubs in the world. Still, we still generate money. The problem is, bro, in the end of the day, they make this stuff about, oh, well, we don't have the money. Basically, what Teba says is that we can only spend as much as we basically bring in. But that's bullshit because at the end of the day, somehow, some way, we always find a way to bring these players in. Because in the end, what is important about the league is bringing eyes to the league. I keep saying this. They need eyes in the league. So right now, Mbappe is at Real Madrid. Barcelona don't look like they're too competitive, and you've seen what we said, bro. Barcelona by the end of the transfer window, we will get a name. Someone will come in because they need the face. They need a face. They need the league to be competitive and say, oh well, Real Madrid have Mbappe, Vinicius, and this guy. Okay, Barcelona have Yamal, Lewandowski, and this guy. You understand what I'm saying, right? And that's why people. That's why you saw Ligana was basically saying that he still believes that Nico could still join. Now I don't know how legit that is.
I don't see it. I mean, I get why.
I don't see it, but
I don't see it either.
But don't be surprised, like I said, if you see someone like Leao come in, because in the end of the day, because in the end of the day, you never know. There's a lot of like players that are in this team right now. There are a lot of players who are currently in this team right now who are not good enough. And also, the transfer window, by the end of it, we could literally end up buying a big star by the end of the transfer window, like literally on deadline day. Don't be surprised if we get a deal that everyone is sitting there like open their jaws, like, dude, what the fuck? But
I
yeah,
wouldn't be shocked if you get Kingsley Coman on loan.
I mean, you've heard apparently we're looking at Chiesa because it seems like Chiesa is the one that is more likely to happen. But yeah, we'll
Yeah,
see what
but
happens.
because there was news basically. I think it was it today or yesterday?
Mm.
Apparently, the chances of Coman leaving is starting to decrease because apparently he's not ready to leave as right now, especially when he's trying to deal with something with the family and he over mentioned. I don't know what's going on. I don't know the whole detail, but that's some snippet of information I can tell you.
Yeah.
That's it, and it's from Kicker, I think. So I mean, I don't know if I can take that serious.
Yeah, kicker. But yeah,
Yeah.
listen, Zaire. This has been an amazing show. I'm gonna be doing a show with you and Hano. I'm trying to get like a Serie A fan. I'm trying to see if I can get one Serie A fan soon because basically what I want to do is that I want to create like a top four leagues show where basically like fans from like different leagues in the world, so we can all like talk about not only our teams but our leagues because we are very very aware of our leagues. Now I already spoken to you. I've already spoken to Hano. I'm trying to see who a Serie A fan who is out here. And preferably, I would like to get also a Portuguese league fan. Basically, top five leagues fan. One fan from a top five league, right? And then bring him in, and then basically, basically create one of those stuff. And obviously, I've already spoken to you. You're open to it. Hannah is open to it. I'm trying to see if I don't get one, then maybe we'll start the show next week Thursday. We can do it like every single Thursday, like we did this one. You feel me?
Yeah. I hear it.
But yeah, man, this has been an amazing, amazing show, guys. Unfortunately, there was not a lot of people who came in for the calling show. But listen, at the end of the day, I got Johanna and Zaire, man. I actually enjoyed this show very, very much, guys. Listen, guys, go and subscribe to Zaire Talk, okay? He's a huge Bundesliga. If you're a Bundesliga fan, if you're a Bayern Munich fan, go subscribe to him, bro, because he's practically uploading practically every day. He's live for games. You go live for games, right?
I started with the Hilal Nasser game.
Yeah.
Which
So yeah,
was
if you
like
also
tough
are
game.
Saudi Arabian, Saudi League fan,
Yeah,
go
yeah.
subscribe to him too as well because he also
Yeah.
talks about the Saudi Arabian League. I'll definitely.
I need to talk
I
about
actually
Cancelo soon.
follow you for that for the El Hilal games. So because like I said, I'm supporting El Hilal this season, so I'll be watching
Respect.
your stuff. Okay.
Respect.
All right,
bro,
man. Listen,
respect,
guys,
man.
love you guys, man. Like the video, subscribe, and peace, you guys.